So the Nintendo Switch is going to be launching just over a month from now on March the 3rd, and the big question everyone wants to know is, will the Nintendo Switch manage to keep hold of its third-party support throughout its life to make the console successful? These questions are quite important since the Wii U, Nintendo's last console, failed so miserably in terms of providing third-party support, and ultimately meant the console didn't sell as well as it should have, and ultimately resulted in Nintendo's worst selling home console ever. So the Switch hopefully won't follow the same route, but for that to happen, it needs to have some good third-party support. So is the Switch going to have third-party support? Well, according to EA, they say that Nintendo has been preparing the console and has been listening to third-party developers to make sure the console is ideal for third parties to develop on. So EA state that Nintendo has listened to third parties since the beginning of the Switch's development. Okay, so they've been reaching out with third parties. They understand where they've gone wrong in the past and they want to rectify that with the Nintendo Switch. In an interview last week, EA's Executive Vice President Patrick Soderlund took part in an interview with Fatsumu. Okay, so this was shortly after the Nintendo Switch event, and he obviously was talking about the new console, the Nintendo Switch, and the relationship between the two companies, Nintendo and EA, and third-party companies in general. And this is what he had to say. I only spoke about FIFA today, but our company's structure lets us release all sorts of games for every platform, so we'll go wherever the gamers go. I think Nintendo Switch will put Nintendo at the forefront of the game industry once again. Their approach is quite different from anything they've done in the past. They've listened to EA, Activision and other game companies since the beginning of the Switch's development. So we've been involved throughout the whole process. They teamed up with us because they wanted to guarantee the console would be successful. Doing business with Nintendo is very important to us. We'd like to bring more and more games over to the console for everyone. So from the sounds of it, EA is quite excited about the prospects of the Nintendo Switch, and they have only announced FIFA so far. However, it sounds like they've got a lot more plans ready to sort of release games in the future. There's other works they're probably developing. I'd imagine some games that they're developing for the other platforms will also release on the Nintendo Switch in the short term, so the games may be coming out in the next year or two, and then it'll be the same question afterwards of how well has the Switch sold, is the audience there for them to put their games on the system. Now the idea is, I believe, that Nintendo obviously has contacted all these third parties to sort of get the support from the start, which will hopefully mean the system does sell better from the start and keeps an install base there for the third parties to continue to push their games out on the system and to sell at reasonable levels, maybe not as well as on the other two consoles, but at reasonable levels, if not better, so that they continue the support for the system. Now that is the idea, I'd imagine. That's the dream scenario, and that's what everyone wants to happen. Whether that does happen, we'll have to wait and see, but I hope it does. I'm quite confident that this system is going to perform better than the Wii U, but yeah, we'll just wait and see. So what do you think? Is EA going to support the system? Do you think they're going to bring all their big guns to the system and help Nintendo succeed, or do you think they're going to sit on the fence again and end up ditching the console like they did with the Wii U? So let me know what you think in the comments below. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe for more Nintendo Switch news.